Good morning, all 28 of you.
Good morning.
Welcome to this week's meeting of Essex Business Forum. We have a visitor, Charlie Forthwell, who's like to spoke to.
Morning.
Hello, Charlie.
Welcome, Charlie. Hope you enjoyed the meeting. Right. Because we're so numerous this morning, which is great, congratulations everybody. We'll need to keep it short. Don't take 2 minutes when you're running at 1 minute for your 60-second round. And when we come to the referrals at the end, keep it as brief as possible. But let's move the meeting. Let's move it forward, and we'll start with orders by having the leadership team stand up. These are the ones to the meeting. Please announce yourselves.
Morning, I'm Vincent. I chair the membership committee and I'm also the official timekeeper. 60 seconds, folks.
Morning, everybody. Harry, I deal with membership and recruitment.
Good morning, guys. Ben, Education Coordinator.
Good morning, I am Scott, your meeting secretary, also the handsome face of live chat. Thank you very much.
Morning, all. Paul Corrigan, I'm the Social Secretary.
Please be seated. Thank you very much indeed. Let's get on with the meeting now. No more ado. So the first to do is the performance lead. Scott.
Yeah. Yes, performance lead. Just really for the benefit at time we keep a lead of everyone's contribution to the group, resets each month, and it then governs things like all the members appear on the website and how we promote our members. But points are scored by turning up to the meetings, giving and receiving of business, having a one-to-one get-together with other members, commenting on our blog, loads of different factors and ways to score points with the goal of achieving 88 points in a month. Just 1 week recorded so far in April, and our top few positions are as follows. 80 points scored. The Corrigan there in third. 89 points. Second place is myself. 144 points of just 1 week. So that's where we are. See where you are as we pass that around. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you very much indeed, Scott. Right, moving on. Next is the education presentation. Ben, take it away.
Thank you very much. So, good morning, everybody. Morning. Can you choose the lens that you see the world through? Yes, we can. But how often do we all of us make a mistake when we do something wrong? We're like, oh, I'm so stupid, or why did I do that, or why do I keep doing that? We all have this negative self-talk, and this negative self-talk can be kind of limiting self-belief, and that helps us kind of overcome, or over time, we start believing it ourselves. So we often don't realise that whenever we go through our working day, we have a running commentary going on inside of our head that really influences our lives. So if you're now sort of thinking to yourself, oh yeah, I don't have a little voice inside my head, that is the little voice inside of my head. But if other people hear us saying things out loud like that, then they will start to believe it too. So we do it in business all the time, this negative self-talk. So how often do you say, oh, I've been really busy? Yeah, we all say it, but as business owners, don't we want to be busy? That's the whole reason why we opened our business. So why not sort of turn it around and say, yeah, no, it's been really full on, but I'm loving it. And sort of turn that negative self-talk. And how often have you actually apologised to one of your clients there and said, so sorry, I've not got back to you sooner, I've been busy. And I've been guilty of that myself, to be fair, but this is really bad because not only is it negative self-talk, but it also makes the other person feel insignificant. It makes them feel that they're not as important to you as something else in their business. So, and one final example, when people ask you, how are you? How many times say, I'm okay. Okay, I mean, what is that, half dead? You don't know. It's like, one will say, oh, I'm great, I'm doing really well. Or might say, but I'm marvellous. It's always finally good because you have this self-talk because you can change because these negative things turn into a positive. And you will then give out good vibes to not just yourself, but to everybody else that you go along. So choose the world that you see the world through, or choose the lens you see the world through. What you say and what you think can really determine the world that you live in and the people that you attract to your life, the people that you attract to your business, and the people that you attract to EBF. So it's the laws of attraction. So always make sure that the glass is half full. And words matter, even the ones you say to yourself, so choose them carefully. Thank you for listening.
Thanks very much, Ben. Uplifting. Membership matters. Terry,
Hello.
have you got some for us?
All right. Yeah, good morning again, everybody. I know one or two of you have asked about Neil. Some of you don't even know who Neil is because he's not been for a while, but one or two of you have asked him. Neil's membership expired and he's chosen not to renew it simply because he's still, unfortunately, suffering from ill health. He's sort of just about managing to run his business, but coming here he took a step too far. So if you want to, keep in touch with him by all means, but he's no longer a member. He'll disappear from the website, and actually you'll know why, just because you're wondering. But yeah, feel free to get in touch with him, reach out to him, whatever. So let me know if you're asking.
Terry? Right, okay. Let me first of all pass around the business card box. Charlie, if you wanted to pass your cards around, then please feel free to do so. As always, make sure you're adequately represented in the box, and make sure you get cards to help you effect introductions, which Vince confirms is the best way to do business. Right. With that going round, I also send our little box for you to put in your slips. Now, stand up to address you, you deserve it. Your 60 seconds round, your chance to highlight in 60 seconds, your business. Make it 60 seconds today, for the reasons I've given earlier. And our bellman, after 50 seconds, will do. And after 60 seconds, we'll do, when you hear the double bell, why not sit down if you haven't already done so. What's your winner last week or week late?
He hasn't mentioned it at all on the chat.
No.
Yeah. So he unfortunately has to get rid of it this week for somebody else. So we'll look forward to seeing who that is. He'll be listening out carefully. So let's get the round underway without more of that ado stuff that I was mentioning earlier. Blake will go first, and he'll be followed by Melissa. On your way.
Hi everyone, it's my 7 minutes, so that's it from me. Thank you.
Melissa, you're followed by first of the Pauls, Corrigan.
Good morning, everybody. Melissa Jackson, licensed insolvency practitioner at Kenway Francis. As you all know, I deal with both complex and straightforward insolvency matters. But unfortunately, last week, our lovely Colonel Corrigan received one of these. It's not a love letter. It's a letter from another insolvency practitioner advising him that a company that owed him money was going into administration. So what we can do is look at those details, contact the insolvency practitioner, advise, help them decide what's the best course of action, ensure that they're putting their claim into the administration and get the best result for them. So this week I'm looking for anyone who's received this kind of thing, a love letter from an insolvency practitioner advising that they're not going to get paid the money that they're owed by a debtor. So anyone's required, please refer them to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Paul, you're next. You're followed by Corey.
Morning, Paul Corrigan from Salts Air Plumbing and Heating. This week on talk about air conditioning. The days are getting longer, getting warmer. Won't be long before it's literally or not. Won't be long before it's Christmas. But yeah, air conditioning, it starts for a small room, something like this. You're probably looking at about 950 quid. There's no VAT because it's considered renewable energy. It's ideal for a little office, a little outbuilding. We can even do your whole house for you. We service and maintain. And it's not just for the couple of months that we need it in this country. We can do it all year round, even in the winter. We'll heat you up, heat the house as well. So that's a lot of people don't really advertise that. But anyway, thanks for listening. Paul Consultant, big enough trust, small enough to get. Thank you.
Corey, you're next and you're followed by Toby.
Hello, my name is Corey Martin from Martin and Martin Removal and Carriers. So we actually, on the removal side, we offer storage. Now, it's really useful because as a guy, there's certain things his wife doesn't really want to have, they want to throw away. That's what we can do. We can store it for you, long term or short term. So then, if you have anything that we throw into storage, please let us know. We can usually come, pick it up, and put it in our storage until you want to get it back. All right, once the mountain removals and storage.
Thank you, Corey. Toby, you're followed by Dave Morse.
Morning everybody, Charles Benefit. I'm a personal business mentor and motivational strategist. So I've been working with Motivational Map for a number of years now and got a great system. We have PDF reports that employees can have that shows their map. We have a debrief where we talk about strategies for improving their motivation, but it's always had a bit of a limitation. But we no longer have those limitations because we now have an app, which means that every employee can have their map literally in the palm of their hand. Every manager can have all of their employees' maps. So it's just a few examples of some of them. They've got strategies, they've got action plans in the palm of their hand. I've already gifted this to Matt as he had his team done, and right now I am sending it to Mr. Stuart Smallcombe. So you will have an email and you will have all of that on your phone.
See the mobile phone in action. Right, Dave, you're next and you're followed by Matt.
Morning everyone, I'm Dave Moore from Moore Limited. We're based in Essex, Brentwood. Just wanted to just basically show some of the products we've been doing over the last few weeks. Been some tough few weeks for us, been quite busy. So we'll start off with, so this is the start of one of our projects. Yeah, so it started like, and this is how it's finished. Yeah. This is from our Colonial range. This is from our Marlow range. This is the Naked Blonde Oak. Yeah, it's fantastic, guys. In here we go large to 12. And then this one I'll show you. This one, what we're doing this week is a Claudian tile, white and gold. Let's take more for you. So we've got you covered.
Doesn't count, don't tell.
Well done, Dave. Matt, you're next and you're followed by Corey.
Good morning everyone, Matt from Blue Sarah. As always, we like to have our finger on the pulse of new trends, and not only from a creative design perspective, but also obviously on social media. And some of you may well have seen the trend that's going around at the moment. And we've got a young lad in at the moment for work experience, and we've been working with him, working with AI, so I would love it, to produce the very own I can pass that round and everyone can explore it. But it's worth a fun. It's it's interesting what AI can do. It's also interesting how quickly a trend, especially on social media, can move virally very fast. So if you're looking to utilise those trends, utilise those design creative skills that we have, then please do get in touch with us.
Thanks, Matt. Nick, you're followed by Catherine.
Good morning. As you all know, or most of you do anyway, I'm a structural engineer. I carried out an inspection for a couple several months ago. They're about 80 years old. The house of the couple. They're looking to remortgage their property, and the surveyor, the lender, didn't much like to look at what they'd done to their loft. someone had taken out all those irritating bits of wood that you have to climb up and track under to get into the lock of suitcases. So it's basically, you need a structural engineer to take a look at that roof to advise you on what needs to be done to put it back into the condition it could be in. So they engaged my services. I looked at the roof, and indeed it was in a bad way. I said, why don't you just put bits of wood back? It was done like 30 years ago, and they said, well, don't have those bits of wood. You'll need to get a carpenter in to do that. And I can recommend someone. Anyway, so they've done that. So I'm going down there actually after the meeting this morning just to check that the roof has indeed been put back to a structurally stable condition. That's what I do. That's just an example of what I do. For anyone who's selling or buying and needs a structural engineer, please get them to give me a call. My name's on my card in the box. So. Thank you.
Well, if you've got it.
Well, it's Nick. I said that already.
Thank you. Catherine, you're next and you're followed by Ben.
Morning, Catherine from English Tutor Plus. Did you know there's legislation for maximum class size but only exists for children aged 5 to 7? So only children aged 5 to 7 are entitled to be in a class for only 30 people. So currently 13% of secondary students are taught in classes bigger than 30. That is 477,091 students in our state-funded secondary schools that are in classrooms that are too big. Big classes limit learner progress and development, they limit individual attention, limit students' ability to ask questions and check their understanding, and from personal experience, like I say, they limit teacher patience and the ability to be effective. So I can't change this, but I can offer a one-to-one, specifically tailored sessions to suit individuals for a very reasonable hourly rate. So if you know anyone with a child in a secondary school whose progress is being limited by our flawed education system, put them in touch with me. That's great.
Ben, you're followed by Mike Skinner.
Good morning, guys. Ben Golding from Utility Warehouse. Now, last week I had a chat with one of my neighbours who was moaning about how much their bills had gone up dramatically. However, after a half an hour chat with me and maybe a little glass of wine, I was able to help them save over £100 a month simply by switching their energy, broadband and mobiles over to UW. That's over £1,200 a year, which they're now going to use for a weekend away. On top of that, they've qualified for our £100 bill-busting boost, and they're going to be getting around £30 to £40 a month cash back, so they're going to save even more. So this weekend, when you're chatting to your friends and neighbours, simply ask them, would you like to pay less on your bills? If so, have a chat with my friend Ben, as he can really help you. So I can help them save money with the UK's cheapest, most trusted and most recommended utility company. Because that is when good neighbours become good friends. That's Ben Building Utility Warehouse. Yeah, I knew you did, but it's
He's even telling us how to do it now. Follow what he says.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Right, Mike, you're on, and you're followed by John.
For a start, could you start putting me ahead of you instead of behind you, Ben? Because I start following this every week. Mike at Black Multimedia. For our guests, I do videography, photography, and drone content for businesses and events. This week, I've actually been dealing with events quite a lot. I've been speaking to two different events organisers, both based around Essex. And I can offer sort of quite a big range of packages, whether it's just myself doing some photos for the day, or whether they want a whole team to put together covering video and drone stuff as well. We can tailor it to whatever they're after and whatever their budget is. And I'm also speaking to a sports and games bar up in Colchester, and for them we're just going to be creating some videos to go up onto the big screens inside, which can then be doubled up to go onto their website and use for socials and that sort of thing. So I'm really looking for any contacts in the events, entertainment industry, also venues, these sort of sports, music, those types of things, and any holiday resort type places, whether it's like glamping parks, outdoor activity, adventure parks, that sort of thing. That's Mike at Black Multimedia. Thank you.
Yeah, Mike. John, you're next. Mike Clark.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well today. Thank you very much to the people that made some suggestions for my social media content. I bought myself a tripod with one of those halo light things on it, so I'm going to do makeup tutorials and mix that in somehow with some lock picking as well. So I don't know, I'll figure that one out. But I'm John, I'm a locksmith. I cover East Hart and Essex. I'm DBS checked. I offer 24/7 service for lockouts, boarding up, any of your sort of emergency window and door situations. I am running a 10% discount over April for any British Standard lock. I always recommend British Standard locks to my customers, and obviously always to you, because they are much better quality than your standard locks that are very easy to bypass. So if you'd like to save some money, have a chat with me and I can recommend some security upgrades for you. And I'm John from Lockpit. Thank you.
Clara, you're followed by Vincent.
Hi, I'm Clara Downton Mortgages and Financial Services. So it's been quite a busy period for me recently. I think a lot of people are trying to work out what they want to do and have kind of been putting things on hold for a little while as they kind of waited for stability, and it doesn't seem to be coming. So people seem to be deciding that actually they just need to do something. Yeah, definitely a roller coaster at the moment, and I don't think Trump's making that any easier. So yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people as to what can they do, what options might they have, and running sort of almost scenarios for them to look at, okay, could we do this, and what would that look like, and what would the cost be, and what are the variables that we can play with, and all that kind of thing. So if you know anyone who potentially wants to do something but they're not quite sure on what they can afford and where they're going with their plans, then put them in touch and I can talk them through different scenarios and work through what makes sense for them. So that's Clara Downton Mortgages and Financial Services.
Thank you, Clara. Vincent, you're followed by Joshua.
Morning, Vincent from Speedprint, based in Ganshill Village. What is Foamex, I hear you ask? Are you asking? Glad you asked. It's foam polyvinyl chloride. Foam PVC, very durable, very adaptable, can be cut to shape, and it's got a lot of uses. I'm just going to show you a couple of samples. This is 3mm Foamex. Wow. Let's try a look. This is 5mm Foamex. Who recognises that?
Yeah.
And moving on very swiftly, so you're getting bored. This is a beauty, this is 5mm Foamex with a gloss laminated protective colour wall. Let's talk about the other way. Very nice. I didn't hear that. And we can also do it in 1mm Foamex. Right. I made my point. You think it weird.
Right, thank you very much. Joshua, you're next. You're followed by Scott.
Hi, good morning all. Joshua from JSU Studio. I'm a chartered architect. I just want to tell you a bit about what I've been up to yesterday. So I was visiting a young family who've just bought the house, hasn't been lived in for 6 years, and they've hired me obviously to do extension work for the property. But aside from the usual architect services I offer, I'm also there to just help with strategy, phasing the work. So they're in a position where they live with their parents, got apparently unfortunately terminally ill, and they just wanted someone to sort of just guide them through the process, help them to understand what might be best in terms of how to phase the work, how to keep costs down as well. They don't have a massive budget, and I know that a lot of the time architects are looked at as, okay, we're going to take your budget and we're going to double it, but no, that's not so me. I'm very much a budget conscious architect. So if you know anyone who's looking to start a project, or maybe they're not sure about starting one just yet, they just want someone to talk about it, then shop for JDC to get. Thanks.
Thank you, Joshua. Stuart, you're next, and you're followed by Dave Roberts.
Morning everybody, Stuart from LD Networks, cloud service provider. We were asked to go and look we were approached by a company of moving into a new office in East London. We went along and had a look, and it's an absolutely beautiful building, lovely polished floors, like nice exposed like brickwork, vaulted ceilings, absolutely beautiful. And they're moving 30 people into this office space. It's got power dotted all around, but at no point did any of the refit companies decide to put in any network or any data cabling so this company can actually work. So they've asked us to come in and retrofit this. Now, it's such a beautiful building, it's going to be a horrible job to actually go in and start ripping things out. So this is an excellent example where we need to use wireless well. And we're going to build what's called a mesh network where one access point will talk to the next, which will talk to the next, and talk to the next. And there are some limitations by doing that, but the real case here is that it's the best opportunity for them. And just a couple of cables got in the ground, we can minimise the damage. So if you know any businesses that are relocating, that's what we're looking for, please put in touch with me and we can advise them on how best to deploy their network. Thank you, Stuart. What's the
Thank you, Stuart. James Roberts next, followed by John Hammond.
Morning everybody, Dave from Mercury Electrical, based in Brentwood. This week I'm looking for anybody who's looking to get their garden upgraded with like lighting or outdoor buildings, stuff like that, or landscapers. So this is a work in progress picture of a job we've just done, someone's garden. So we've done the lights actually in the garden. I've done some outdoor heating and also some outdoor audio system on as well. So it's a full package there that can really enjoy the summer when it finally arrives. So anybody who's got any garden work coming up or landscaping, please give me a call. Thank you.
Dave. John Hammond, who is followed by Scott.
Good morning, everybody. I want to talk about CCTV again. If you want CCTV, you don't need it, you're never going to watch it, so what's the point of having it? Problem is, if one of your clients or one of your staff has a trip or fall in your offices, you're going to have to rely on the telly to fight your case with no evidence whatsoever, with his hands tied behind your back. Or if you've got CCTV like one of our clients, you just replay the video, you can see what happened, and you've now got all the evidence to fight the case. The advantage of our CCTV systems, it also tells you if the cameras aren't working or not recording, so you always know you've got the evidence you need. So if you want a good CCTV system, so you don't have the problems of having to use a telly, call me. That's John Hammond from JMH Technology, applying technology to security.
Thank you, John.
Right, thank you, John. Yes, Scott, you're next, and you're followed by Howard.
Yes, good morning, Dr. Scott from SEO. Looking after about 250 websites. Done a quick little count up this morning. 250 sites, some of those are global brands, but pretty much most of them are small local businesses like yourselves. Every single one of them is built with WordPress as a product. So WordPress powers roughly 50% of the internet. It's got the biggest market share, it's the biggest, simplest, easiest product that businesses should be using. The nearest alternative to WordPress has got a market share of like 10%. WordPress has got 50%, and there are lots of other tiny little products. But yeah, so that's what we do. Around 250-ish websites, lots of those are Matt's as well that I look after with him, plus some other little design agencies I look after some of their work as well. I'd love to look after yours if I'm not already. Let's introduce our people too.
Howard, you're followed by Leanne.
Morning. Howard Brewer from Clear Financial Advice with Cliff. Financial advice is based in Billy Ricky. Now, some of you may have noticed there's been a little bit of unrest in the markets. Something's been going on. That orange man overseas, the German on his head has been saying stuff. Now, we've got lots of clients, and yesterday morning, the markets were absolutely on their arse. But we got contacted by two clients who were unsure about what was going on, or worried about what was going on, wanted to know what they should do. And the basis said to the markets that drop that quickly tend to bounce that quickly. It normally tends to happen. And sure enough, what's his face came out yesterday evening and said that he was going to relax the tariffs a bit, there was going to be a stay of execution. And everything rallied again. And the S&P 500 went up 10%, and has almost made the money back that it lost over last week. So we tend to say that at times, just stay the course. And the fact that only two clients called us means we did a good job in setting that call further up in the first place. You know, no one wants to see their money go down in value, but it should be tolerable if we've done the right job. So that's why you should refer people to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. Leanne, you're followed by Terry.
Good morning, everybody. Leanne at Brooklyn Interiors. I had a call this week from a lady who wants to add some colour to her apartment. And she's got some quirky features. She's got an arch window and she's got some different roof heights. But I said, that's not a problem. We can work around them, work with them, do whatever. But on the conversation, she also mentioned she had a place in Athens. And would I be interested in designing that? You know, it's a hard life for someone got to do it. So I don't just do Essex anymore. I'm now international. So if you know anyone with a holiday home that needs a bit of boom, please put them in touch with me. That's Leanne from Brooklyn Interiors. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. Terry, you're running, you're followed by Jane.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Good morning, everybody. For the purpose of our guest, Charlie, I'll sue anyone for anything. I'm a solicitor. I don't care. Don't discriminate. Just bring it on. We're at a syndicate meeting this week, Paul, and there's a trend. He was asking us about what are the trends in the business. And the trend I've noticed lately is some employers, larger ones as well, rather than make people redundant, as they sometimes do in groups, they tend to be trying to get people out without making them redundant. And I've had 4 or 5 examples at the minute I've got where they're trying to edge them out. One lady, they won't let her come back after maternity leave. They've had it. Some others, they're trying to edge them out in their 13, 14, 15 years. Suddenly they can't perform anymore. Utter nonsense. They're just trying to get rid of them without paying any money. So there is a trend of employers trying to edge people out, if I can put it as politely as that. So if you know anyone that's in that position, please send them my way. If you know any employers that are trying to edge them out, send it my way, and I'll educate the employers to make sure they do it properly, rather than the way that some employers are doing it at the minute. Terry Malin, TM Law, thank you.
Thanks, Terry. Jane, you're followed by Paul.
Hello, Auntie Jane here from the English Printing Company. So interaction please. So we are about delivering marvellous things. So I say cheesecone tuck-tins, you say delicious. Cheesecone tuck-tins. Delicious. Award-winning chocolate brownie. Delicious. Afternoon tea and it's all glory. Delicious. Finger food for parties and funerals. Delicious. Yes. Gift vouchers. All things absolutely lovely. Scones or scones, clotted cream and jam. Delicious. I am afternoon tea Jane. Delicious. From the English Green Tea Company will deliver all over Great Britain for you. Delicious.
That was an absolutely delicious 60. Right, Paul is next. Not Paul Booth, the other one. It is.
Good morning, everyone. Paul DeLue here from Essex Business. We help you create personalised ceremonies that honour and celebrate life's moments of love, loss, and individuality. I had the honour on Friday of officiating Paul Booth's brother's funeral, and I'm talking about this with Paul's blessing. It was a very emotive and emotional occasion, but afterwards the feedback I got, considering it was a funeral, was just blew me away. I was told it had such grace and dignity. It was wonderful, and it was a really fitting tribute to a very lovely man who was taken as far to himself. For the first time in 35 years of working, I can honestly say that I'm not just proud of what I do for a living, but it's a real honour. Being a funeral celebrant isn't about saying goodbye, it's about honouring people, about how they lived, loved, and the love in return. But for me, there's no greater privilege. Paul DeLue, Essex Business Forum, helping you celebrate life's moments of love, loss, and the beginnings. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Tina, you're next, followed by me, who's followed by Paul Booth.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Tina. I come to school here to Executive Services. I offer a secretarial and admin service. And the benefits I can provide is you don't have to pay no tax, no national insurance, or even contributions of pensions. No sickness holiday pay, and employee benefits to cover. Flexibility working hours to suit you, and the budgets that I can work with for you. So if you know anybody that needs a virtual VA or just some assistance, pass on my details, I'll be happy to help. So that's me, Tina. Liberty Executive Services. I'm not a 9 to 5, I'm starting.
Thank you, Tina. Greetings from my TM Law. Let me quote from an earlier presenter, a man with the orange face and the gerbil on his head. He makes us think about trading. He thinks everything's trading. Well, terms and conditions are a crucial part of your trading process, whether it's online or offline. it creates clarity, and it protects you as a business. Legal protection that it gives, it limits your legal exposure in the contract set up. It sets boundaries as to what your business is responsible for, and it provides legal recourse if a customer fails to comply. Disputes can be costly, but with the terms and conditions, you can outline clear dispute resolution procedures and clarify ownership of goods. So it's not just a formality. You need a good solicitor to deal with it, and that's me. Get me some terms and conditions. Thank you very much. Paul.
Good morning, Paul. We're chartered certified accountants based in Brentwood. We're preparing lots of large year-end accounts at the moment, as well as tax returns. We've already completed and signed off on 5 limited company accounts for large year-ends and 5 tax returns. So clients will know what their tax position is nice and early. So I'm looking for today people who are in business or have their own or just complete self-assessment tax return. If they need assistance, maybe they haven't got an accountant or not happy with their existing accountant. Paul Booth from Brentwood, minimise tax.
Thank you very much, Paul. Right, that's the end of members' contributions. Simply leaves Charlie to give us 60 seconds. Go on, Charlie.
Right, good morning, everyone. As mentioned, I'm Charlie, and I'm the founder of August Exchange. Very recently set up, as recently as 5 weeks ago, but I've been in the industry for over 10 years now. So what we do is we provide a personal service. So we put the client at the heart of everything that we do. As mentioned by a few members already, the markets have been crazy to say the least. What we do is we provide risk mitigation services to those clients to protect them against any market volatility, which there has been in abundance over the past couple of weeks or so. We give clients access to over 140 currencies. They are able to trade autonomously themselves online, or alternatively, they can deal directly with myself. So we can offer a more personal service. We're in touch every day to give the market updates and industry insights to make sure that they're fully aware of what's going on. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Charlie. That's great. And that is definitely the end of the 60-second round. Blake, give us the award of who's going to win the Oscar.
Me. Toby, another app. So well done. Paul, Paul C. You nearly won it for mentioning Christmas. But podcast Paul, you got to win it today, mate. Thank you very much. Just purely for your future.
Thank you very much, Blake. Well done, Paul. Great. Right, let's move on. Moving on, of course, means the meeting secretary's report. Scott.
Yes, it's always wonderful to have a busy meeting, not just busy with bums on seats, but busy with green bits of paper being passed around the room. So these, as I was explaining to Charlie earlier, record the opportunities. We share 34 new opportunities for business this week, so more than one of those each. Some might be worth a tenner, some could be worth £10,000 and more, who knows. We also shared 23 of these green things, which is where we recorded one-to-one meetings to get to know each other. Some other things, some people forgot, lots of people didn't put the money on the money side of things. So I'm confident that we recorded more than a couple of £1,000 that people didn't remember to put on there. But don't forget to record the value of businesses that you've concluded during the week, just so that we toss it into our system. But 23 of those, 34 of them, a week will go.
Thanks, Scott. If proof were needed, as I keep rattling on about, the more people we have, the more referrals we have. It's as simple as that. So get visitors coming along, like Charlie today. Let's get new members in. The more we have, the more referrals we get, which is what we're all about. We also have synergy team meetings, and this week it was finance professionals. Paul.
Yeah, we had the finance and professionals meeting on Tuesday at the Duke of York, Little Glasgow. Nice meeting. We had visitors as well from Barclays Bank, which was good, and hopefully we're going to get him along to our main meeting today. Sometime in the next few weeks. So we'll see, and I'll send the invite for next month's meeting in about 3 weeks' time.
Thank you, Paul. Right. We now move over to the next major part of the meeting with 10-minute presentation.
Okay, so before we introduce today's speaker, give you a bit of an update on the next few weeks. There has been a slight change around. So next week on the 17th, Toby will be doing the 10 minutes and Paul Booth will be doing the education slot. On the 24th, Vince will be doing the 10-minute presentation.
When's that?
24th. And the education will be provided by Paul DeLue. 1st of May, you got me doing the 10 minutes, I'm afraid, and Catherine will be doing her first education slot.
I'm going to teach you all about Macbeth because that's all I know.
Yeah. And then on the 8th, Dave will be doing the 10 minutes, and I'll be doing the education slot that day. When it is turn to do we'll send an email with the updated sheets around for later this week, but when it is your turn to do the 10 minutes, please go to the EBF website, download the bio sheet and get it to me a day or two beforehand. And if you can't do your presentations, either 10 minutes red slot, let me know as soon as possible. We'll do our best to try and swap things round. And please allow 8 minutes for a presentation if you want 2 minutes for questions. And don't forget to bring a speaker's prize as well. That said, today we have Mr. Blake Hammond from Ammohive, and the nature of his business is airsoft. And his position in the company is number 1. So, a couple of bits about Blake here. So, a well-known problem that needs fixing. His eye. I didn't write this, I promise. How Blake relaxes. Monkey mind meditation on TikTok. There, okay. Something you should avoid. Farting in a lift. An excellent thing he has done. Farting in a lift on the way out. So, please put your hands together, Mr. Blake Hammond.
Thank you, everyone. You haven't got to listen to me. You can watch the presentation. Thank you.
Here in the familiar landscapes of Britain, where youthful dreams take flight and academic journeys often shape destinies, we find the remarkable story of one young individual. Our subject, Blake, began his formative years within the walls of Mark Hall Secondary School in Harlow. But for Blake, the structured world of academia proved a challenging terrain. His focus, it seems, possessed a spirit all its own, and the pursuit of knowledge was not always met with enthusiasm. Consequently, the records of his academic achievements painted a rather modest picture. Then, in the summer of 2006, as the final school bell echoed and exams were concluded, a pivotal moment arrived. A pathway, previously laid, beckoned. The initials JMH represented not just a job, but a lifeline, a direction when other routes seemed uncertain. His first foray into the world of work led him north to the vast industrial landscape of an Amazon warehouse in Scotland. It was here, far from the familiar classrooms of Harlow, that the results of his earlier academic efforts were delivered. Collected by his mother, a testament to his absence. The details, we understand, are best left to the annals of time. But the story does not end with underwhelming grades. For Blake possessed a different kind of intellect, a practical aptitude that yearned for expression. Over the ensuing years, a remarkable transformation began. Through dedication and application, he embarked on a journey of skill acquisition, diligently earning his NVQ levels 1, 2 and 3 in the intricate disciplines of computer-aided design and engineering. Recognizing his potential, a college tutor provided invaluable support, nurturing his literacy and numeracy skills. Through this guidance, Blake achieved qualifications equivalent to a commendable C in English and a solid D in mathematics, tangible proof of his growing commitment. Remarkably, by the tender age of 17, Blake was entrusted with the responsibility of running his own projects. A young man navigating the complexities of installations, collaborating with seasoned project managers, many his senior. It was a testament to his burgeoning talent, though not always without its challenges in commanding the respect of more experienced colleagues. His early career saw him managing significant undertakings at prestigious institutions such as Imperial College London, overseeing projects across their extensive campuses. Further afield, he played a vital role in the co-project management of the refurbishment of Pepperdine University. As he reached adulthood at 18, a sense of civic duty emerged. Blake volunteered his time and energy to the Harlow Young Carers at a local youth centre and with Acuro, an organisation supporting children with disabilities. This commitment to others led him to further his skills, gaining level 1 and 2 qualifications in childcare and even mastering the fundamentals of British Sign Language. The years that followed saw a steady accumulation of knowledge and expertise. Blake diligently gathered qualifications, a testament to his proactive approach to self-improvement. And with JMH, the company that offered that initial lifeline, he has now successfully completed thousands upon thousands of jobs, a remarkable record of dedication and skill. Life took on a profound new dimension as Blake entered his early 20s. On the auspicious date of Independence Day in 2012, at the age of just 21 or 22, he became a father to twins. Astonishingly, these young individuals will reach the milestone of 13 this very year. And amidst this journey of personal and professional growth, another significant chapter unfolded. On the 15th of May, 2015, Blake found his life partner in Kitty, solidifying the bonds of love and companionship. Reflecting on his path, from those uncertain days at school to the present, Blake has undeniably surpassed his own expectations. He has achieved a level of success and personal fulfillment that perhaps seemed distant in his youth. And now, with a wealth of experience behind him, he stands on the cusp of a new and arguably even more compelling phase of his life. Join us as we delve into this next chapter, exploring the unfolding story of Blake, a testament to the fact that the paths we take after formal education can often lead to the most extraordinary of destinations.
In a world of tactical precision, where every shot counts, one invitation changed everything.
ignited a passion. Quest for the perfect gear, the right equipment, began. From the ashes, Ammohive's website was born, a one-stop destination for airsoft enthusiasts. In 2024, the lease was signed and building work began. November 26th, opening day.
Thank you. Well, you were standing ovation there. 9 minutes 54 seconds of sheer pleasure. One comforting thing about it is nice pleasure. It's nice pleasure. One comforting thing, Blake, is it's nice to see you without the hat on. Question, couple of questions, that's all, and then we'll have to move on. If anybody has got.
Yeah, I don't know what airsoft is, mate. Who's airsoft?
Come out with us.
We'll show you.
It's brilliant for me.
Basically, shooting each other with little plastic balls. Corey was first.
Oh, I'm just really interested. You see the narrator, the narrator.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, it's AI, and it was meant. Well, the idea was meant to sound like David Attenborough.
Yeah.
The actual name of that AI is Father Christmas.
That voice sounds familiar.
Doesn't stop in Amos.
Soft. That means he doesn't know when the bullet hits you.
It doesn't hurt as much as if you actually got shot.
Right, Blake, thank you very much indeed. You realise that perhaps they still is, don't you? Right, let's move it on. The referrals round. We're in good time, but don't dwell too much. Let's get moving. Let's start with Paul. Blake, you're running. Off you go.
Yeah, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the meeting. Thanks, Ben, for the edge lot. Very good. Brilliant. Really good. Thank you, for James. He's not here.
referral form Howard for thank you. Oh, right, that's ridiculous. That was like watching a Hollywood film trailer. Really dramatic. Oh, right. The one for Matt Barry. Thank you very much. That's a client wants the new phone line from Stuart. A client wants to confirm new music on his phone lines from Stuart. And so for the remortgage. Well. How's it? Thank you. What did you talk? Charlie, nice to chat with you earlier. Thanks for coming along. Back to this again soon. A family member is looking for a personal tax return. Thank you much. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Charlie. Nice to see you again. And brilliant. Well done. That's really good. Got heart hungry. I had an excellent one-to-one with Toby during the week. That was nice to catch up with him and play around with his new app, which was very exciting. And a brilliant one-to-one with Howard. And just to echo what Howard said, I asked him, the phone's been ringing off the hook. And then I thought, I don't know why I've asked him, because he puts everyone's mind at ease. And I think that says a lot about Howard. He's kind of educated everyone rather than, yes, he's managing their finances, but the way he educates them, everyone's like, yeah, whatever, Trump can do whatever he likes. It's gone on back, so.
Nice to meet you, Charlie. Hope you come back. Thanks for the slot pen. That was very interesting. Your video well done. I know one called the lister last week, it was really good. Got a referral from Mike. Knows about it.
Squeaky shoes.
Another referral for Nick.
Oh, Nick.
You said another referral.
Sorry. Okay, that's very fine. Bring in 10 minutes late. Excellent. Good is slot, thank you. I'd like to see you, Charles. Do come again, won't you? I have a referral for Howard for some very good quality advice pension. This is Howard. Referral for Paul Good as well. Also gave me some advice relating to how much I could put in my pension, how much I shouldn't put in. Quite critical at this time of year, on the 4th of April, isn't it? And I've got a referral for Scott for renewing my domain name. Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Charlie, just really stand inside. It's brilliant.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me. Really enjoyed it. It's been a really great morning. Good to meet so many people from different sectors as well. Brilliant 10 minutes, and I just hope that everyone's 10 minutes are as good as that one.
Enjoy.
Keep your expectations low.
Yeah, that was brilliant. As Howard said, it was like a trailer, and now I want to see the real film now. They come back for part 2. Yeah, they're great guest slot as well. And I always say that I'm busy, and if that's a bad thing, it's lovely.
You said it to me the other day.
Did I? As if it was bad?
You said, sorry to get back to you, I was busy.
I did, you're right. I'm so sorry. That makes you feel really unimportant. I've got thank you for money for Paul Corrigan. Thank you. And referral view about Pens and Spoke Thank you.
Welcome to Charlie, and went to the end signature meeting last week, which was really good, and brilliant 10 minutes, it was great, good stuff. Thank you to John for the advice you gave me last week when my son got locked out. And our door jammed basically in the keeping for return, so eventually got in. But yeah, thanks for coming out. That's it, thank you, good meeting.
Fantastic 10 minutes, really enjoyed that. Had a one-to-one with Joshua. Very good. I've got referral for Corey. And
So thank you for the 10 minutes, you did enjoy that. Thank you for the head start. I need to do my referral from Melissa. But yeah.
Mate, that was absolutely incredible. Is it on Netflix?
There you go.
I could watch that again. Welcome to Charlie, our guest today. Come back with me. Thank you. It's not always like this, but I'm free this sort of thing. I had one-to-ones with Scott on Friday, Howard last Thursday, and Ben on Monday, and they're all fantastic. And as I said in the WhatsApp group, absolutely brilliant work on the holding page. I mean, I can't believe it's just the holding page on Scott. Yeah. Looking forward to getting the whole website up and running as and when, but it's just such a pleasure work. And then I've got a referral for Mike over there. I want to have a chat about photography. Whether you could take back to me and run it through A-levels. Not looking about it.
That's not your head on someone else's body time.
Welcome, Charlie. Hope you come back again, mate. Ben, as always, great head top, and like, yeah, I think a lot of people have said the same, blowing us away at the video, and I'll see you all next week.
Let's see, it's not Ben. I always say it, but it's I'll send it to Paul over today. So I'll change it, mate. What a 10 minutes, Blake. You're an absolute legend, but Mike also. Right, I've got a referral to Mike. Did you know about that, Lee?
Yeah.
Referral for Dave, Dave Moore. Referral for Dave Roberts, for Ren. A referral to Vincent for some 3-metre balls. Which one? Thank you. That will go ahead, by the way. Just referral to Matt, the design of balls. Speakers play. A referral to Vincent for some PVC panels.
3mm or 5?
5. And obviously glass. A testimonial to Catherine. I mean, my daughter loves her, honestly, and you've made education so fun for her. And, yeah, I'm really hoping she'll send you a 70-minute with Leanne. Thank you, that was brilliant. Thank you for the money to Scott. £251. And thank you for the money to Stuart. £556. Thank you.
Great, well, that's a tremendous presentation well done. It's been a privilege to have been with you, working with you on that last chapter, and it's a lot of good fun.
Yeah,
thank you along the way. I've got 5 dinners in here from Blake. They are spaghetti bolognese.
Sarah on holiday again?
Yeah. The status of your work is that's Duke of Edinburgh for young Benji. Yeah, but thank you for those. Great to see you this morning, Charlie. I'll chat with you at the end of the meeting.
Actually, if you say you're busy, it's how you say it. I'm busy.
Yes, all right, I need to say it with a smile.
You always smile. Thank you. Blake, that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I want to stand up and give a standing ovation at the end of it. Plus, I get to see my doggy put on there as well for one of the months. But no, absolutely superb. So well done. One-to-one there with Paul DeLue on Monday. Further there, one for Corey. Friends moving to Shenfield. I've given your details for removals. One for Dave Moore. Friend moving to Shenfield that's looking for can be having some more for me. Nick, I've given your details to a friend of mine. Literally, she was saying, "Do I know any structural engineers?" And I said, "Right, I wouldn't use anybody else there as well." And one for Tina. Yeah. That's I need help with put some slides and things together. And finally, Mike, what we were talking about earlier, what we said 6 seconds ago, Bridget from the Mersey Lions car show and fun day that we get that as well. But yeah, great meeting. Great to meet you, Charlie, as well. I hope to see you back. And see you next week, hopefully. Great, excellent, Ben. Got a bit of NLP there. I've actually got a great way to turn the I'm busy thing around. I'll probably save that for next end spot. Fantastic 10 minutes, so love it. Please get back out there again. You guys do well. Good to see Charlie. Good to have a chat with you. I have got Barry Matt says excellent lunch with him, one-to-one lunch, drink, whatever. And a referral to Paul for Louise, and Melissa, I think I need to do a referral for Rob next for you. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The other day. Yeah. So.
I still want Karen to do that.
Oh,
Go on, take on with you. Well, Charlie, hope you come back. This is a great group. And great X-Lot, yeah.
I've got a bit to bag today. Welcome to Charlie, good to see you, mate. Come back. Ben, it sounded like a great head slot, but I wasn't really listening because I was in 60 seconds. I watched the video. Yeah, exactly. Run by me again. That was brilliant, mate. Really, really enjoyed that. And for anyone that hasn't been along to his shop, you do any outdoor stuff or anything, you do just really good general clothing. I've got loads of t-shirts, stuff, jackets, fleeces, there's really good stuff. And I want one of your digi-dye patches as well. So. Okay, if you send me the video, I'll put the whole thing up in there. Absolutely, as well, so you can see it. Had a brilliant day with Josh yesterday. He was doing a shoot over in St Albans, and a couple of things to add. Basically, it was a redesign of a downstairs from the house and the stairway, wasn't it? And it's just made a complete transformation to the house. It's really opened it up. It's a lot brighter. It looks lovely. So, yeah, really nice work. And he's also a bit of a natural in front of the camera. We did a little quick video shoot at the end of it, sort of thing, and first take every time, roughed it all out. Had a good one-to-one with John over the phone about aerial access, basically. It was like, I know, we're Barry's sponsor. And we did some great EBF referrals. Paul sent me a referral to Lee. I chatted to her, passed her referral on to Jane, and she also made coming on to meetings. So yeah, that all worked out.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's better. Just Jane. Jane and that's John.
Thank you. Yeah, great meeting. I need to talk to you, Charlie, because we do a lot of dollar transfers, but we do dollar transfers with King, so I'll talk to you about that. It's great. It's lot. I'm in the bad habit of saying I've been busy, and sorry I didn't respond. Fantastic 10 minutes. You must have some real good people helping you with that show. And the clothes are brilliant. I'll see you all next week.
You got to be excited.
Yeah.
Thanks for the X-Lot then. I know we say, someone says being busy, I say I've been busy, but I've got time for you. And that way, it sort of makes it a break, that's, you know, because, you know, it's easy, like Catherine said, the first thing, oh yeah, I've been really busy, but I said, but I've got time for you, what do you, you know? And that way it kind of breaks it up a little bit, it's not quite so, I've been busy, what do you want? Yeah, Charlie, great to see you. Last FX trade we had, we did really well. Surprisingly, we were sort of unsure whether they'd be enough business, but the guy took off and his business was so successful, really did well. So, you know, come back, have a chat with people. It was surprising actually, I never remember it, not Dan. Good to see you back. Like, brilliant. I've got one objection to your game. I don't mind playing it as long as no one's allowed to shoot me.
You'll sue him otherwise.
I'm still a big sign. If you shoot me, I'll sue.
Got one for Jane, she's not here, but it's a done deal. One for Scott, it's done for Scott very much, so we can ask him on the website, maybe for that collaboration. One for Mike Skinner was posting about, I'm going to see the final in a minute. I'll call you, or he'll call you, or we'll arrange that.
Yeah, I'll just research as well.
Yeah. And then, good to see you before, thank you for the senior meeting, good. And my bank manager friend is going to come along here and try to, fingers crossed, the bank will let him, that's always a problem, but we're working on it anyway. And lastly, a thank you from Matt Barry for Hatch, Nicola. Thanks for that, sorted that.
Great meeting, lovely to meet you, Charlie. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Ben, thank you for the edge slot. your friend that's moving, do they need new locks as well?
Probably will. I'm saying that.
Yeah, so I was waiting for me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Don't get it.
Guilty.
It's brilliant.
I loved it. You've definitely got a keen eye for this sort of thing.
Give more angles.
Thanks, Mike. I had a one-to-one with Leanne, but that was I wasn't here last week, so that was the Wednesday before last week, so that's a bit of a intro. And I didn't realise that was a one-to-one Mike, but I had a one-to-one with Mike about a shrub on somebody's roof. Thank you, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, brilliant. So it's really good. And I've got a referral for Leanne that will be seeing you later. And a thank you for the money to Scott. It's one that you referred to me a year ago. And we are getting there, I think. So yes, thank you very much for that. It is one of those things where sometimes it takes a little while, but we get there in the end. So yeah, brilliant, Ed-Slot. I am guilty of being busy, so I need to make sure I am less busy but have time for that individual. I liked that line. But yeah, great meeting. Thanks so much, everyone, and I'll see you all next week.
Great meeting. Welcome, Charlie. Hope to see you again soon. Referral for Paul for doing a fine bathroom for me. I've got a one-to-one and a thank you for the business for Clara. And the one-to-one last week, John. I don't know when I said it last week. So, great headshots. And yeah, brilliant 10 minutes. It looks fun. And I'd like to get involved, but I don't like being hurt. So if anyone wants to do it with nerve guns, I'm up for that. I won't see you next week. See you in
I forgot to mention during my 60 seconds the 10mm phone.
Wow.
Check out those thighs, ladies. Jane? Yeah. I'll let you two salivate over that one too. Thank you for the money to Clara. Envelopes. Thank you. And a referral from Mike Skinner. You've already spoken to the chap.
Yep.
Darren Perry. No, Darren Perry. Toby. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
He does events in Essex, so I've invited him along and he said he'll come along at some stage. So that's good as well. See you next week.
Ben, you did not disappoint. Very, very good. Lovely. And then, Ben, you're absolutely right. Self-talk, very important. When we have more time, I'll tell you some examples of what not to do. Mike, thanks for that referral puppet. Charlie, well done for finding us, getting up at crack of dawn and coming and joining the fun. This is Leanne's synergy route from last week. And then I've got a referral for David Roberts, a friend of mine, wants a house checked out and external lights put in. Thank you, dears.
I got thank you to money for Scott for having me down, and his daddy with her. And since
You're really bad at cards and you get a whole pack. I'm being good at this.
Yeah, I think I'm blocking goes.
yeah, I think the Paul's putting like 400 of them.
They're a bit shut though, so who's that from?
All moved to James.
Oh! It was Paul who won, that's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, you can take the whole back now. I think just one of the thank you for the video, thank you for the running, thank you for putting that out. I myself, as a testament to Scott, I do this in his absence, and it's bloody difficult. There you go. Man of many talents, obviously. Yeah. Right. End of the meeting. Sun isn't out yet. It's dry. I'll see you out there. But before I do, and as always, anybody got any announcements to make for the meeting? Jane.
Thank you so much. Next week it's the Synergy meeting straight afterwards, so if you can allow a bit of extra time, points make prizes, but we are going to be discussing ways to build brand awareness. Hope you can be there and advise us now. Thank you, everyone.
Anybody else? Paul.
Yeah, just a reminder to listen to, download, like, share the Referral Effect podcast. Send links of it on your social media. It's a great way to sort of help get the EDF brand and name out there. And I'll be in touch with various people over the next few weeks to do some interviews. I've got one in the bag for the next week, and yeah. So if it's
on this week.
no, it's every week.
Excellent. Anybody else?
Who won yesterday again? Who won last week? The Pink Brothers.
Blake.
Blake. I didn't win the
Oh,
referral. Yeah, I didn't win the referral. Oh, well, the Oscar, yeah.
Oh, so you get this?
I think it was me.
Yeah, it was.
You have the one last year.
Oh, it was Aidan. Oh, Aidan. Sorry.
Yeah.
I call it Essex Girls' Dream. Yeah, you pronounce it Prosecco, don't you? But thank you very much for that. That was an excellent time. Yes, it must have passed me by. Right, I will now send you all on your way. First of all, thank you for your attendance today. It's a great turnout. Only one person missing and he's on holiday. That's James. So a great turnout. Let's see if we can do the same next week. See you all next week. Thank you very much.